Almost 2 decades after Natalee Holloway disappeared in Aruba, the individual long suspected in her disappearance has admitted to her death in disturbing detail, as revealed in legal documents. Joran van der Sloot's admission came shortly after he pled guilty in federal court on Wednesday to extortion and fraud charges involving Holloway's family. He stood accused of attempting to sell information about Holloway's whereabouts to her mother, Beth Holloway, in exchange for $250,000. It's concluded. Joran van der Sloot is no longer the suspect in my daughter's case. He is the perpetrator, Beth Holloway stated on Wednesday. After 18 years, Natalee's case has been resolved, she declared. He provided a proffer in which he ultimately confessed to Natalee's death. In a proffer, a defendant typically offers information related to a crime, often as part of a plea agreement. Van der Sloot, aged 36, confessed to killing the young woman with a cinder block on an Aruban beach after she rejected his advances, as per a transcript of an interview with his attorney. Van der Sloot claimed that after he made unwanted advances, Holloway kneed him in the groin, and in response, he kicked her in the face and struck her with the cinder block. He then decided to push her into the ocean, as per the interview transcript. Holloway's body has never been located. In 2012, an Alabama judge officially declared her deceased. The deaths of Holloway in 2005 and Stephanie Flores, a Peruvian woman, in 2010, whom van der Sloot previously admitted to killing, led to Judge Ana Monasco sentencing him to 20 years on the federal charges. I have taken into account your admission to the brutal killing of Natalee Holloway, Monasco stated on Wednesday. You have brutally taken the lives of 2 beautiful women who rejected your advances, in separate incidents separated by years. After reviewing van der Sloot's proffer, the judge indicated that Holloway's remains would likely never be found. Van der Sloot had been detained multiple times in connection with Holloway's case. He was subsequently released by Aruban authorities, who cited a lack of direct evidence. He is currently serving a 28-year prison term in Peru for the 2010 murder of Flores. In 2021, van der Sloot was found guilty of smuggling cocaine into his prison and received an additional 18-year sentence in Peru, according to a sentencing memorandum. Due to Peruvian law restricting prison sentences to a maximum of 35 years, unless a life sentence is given, the defendant is currently set to be released from prison in Peru on or about June 10, 2045, 35 years after his original arrest in Peru, the court document stated. However, Peruvian authorities allowed him temporary release to the United States in June to face the extortion and wire fraud charges. Van der Sloot was expected to return to Peru to serve the remaining time for his murder sentence in the Flores case, but the plea agreement reached on Wednesday stipulates that his 20-year U.S. federal sentence will run concurrently with his Peruvian sentence. Consequently, it seems unlikely that van der Sloot will return to the United States to serve his prison term. Holloway was on a high school graduation trip to Aruba in 2005 when she vanished. The 18-year-old was last seen leaving a nightclub in the company of van der Sloot and 2 other men, Deepak and Satish Kalpo. In 2005, the 3 men were arrested but were subsequently released due to a lack of compelling evidence. They were rearrested in 2007 and charged with involvement in the voluntary manslaughter of Natalee Holloway or causing serious bodily harm to Natalee Holloway, resulting in her death, as per the statements made by Aruban prosecutors at the time. Nevertheless, a few weeks later, an Aruban judge ordered van der Sloot's release, citing insufficient direct evidence to prove that Holloway died due to a violent crime or that van der Sloot was involved in such a crime. The Kalpo brothers were also released. While the United States authorities lacked jurisdiction over the Aruban criminal investigation, a federal grand jury in Alabama indicted van der Sloot for an alleged scheme to sell information about Holloway's whereabouts to her family. As per the indictment, van der Sloot's scheme took place between March and May 2010. He was indicted on extortion and wire fraud charges in June 2010. In the period between the extortion and the indictment, van der Sloot committed the murder of 21-year-old Flores on May 30, 2010, in his hotel room in Peru.